Bueno, muy buenas tardes, un gusto estar acá presente. Justamente les vengo a presentar el proceso de implementación del protocolo.
Present the implementation of the protocol, ecological monitoring protocol for mangroves in the Tempisque conservation area. This is the first experience, the first results that we actually have with this. This results that I'm going to show you is precisely the work, the analysis of the Yixlen Guzmán, Hannia Vega, as well as Yuri and Saravia, which is actually from the National University. As a brief intro, I'm not going to go into the importance of the mangroves that everyone over here knows about the importance of the mangroves, but rather what this protocol actually established is the permanent or ongoing monitoring under certain conditions and factors like structure and plant composition, and also landscaping, and also carbon fixation. It's essential to actually monitor the health of the ecosystem or to establish the management and mitigation measures before threats or restoration, for restoration efforts. This is why since the 2015 in the School of Biological Studies, it established a project of investigation research in mangrove handling, and we established the first parcels. Throughout the years in 2016, precisely, we actually did a strong alliance in the conservation system, precisely the Tempisque conservation area, and it decided that it should generate a very important alliance, and this actually coincided with the efforts that's done at the institutional level at the SNAC with the implementation of the National Program of Monitoring, PROAMED, where we actually generate different protocols that should monitor ecosystems. So from there, we actually take the commitment to actually generate a protocol for mangrove monitoring, and 2020, that's what we actually make this protocol official thanks to this alliance. What this generated is that after we get to seek funds through external agents, as well as the strengthening of alliances to actually implement, to generate these institutional capacities, mainly in SINAC to actually implementation. So from this is precisely that thanks to the second nature credit that we did with the National University and also Ramsar through um, the weather for the future and also international conservation and political this which he managed to actually had the funds to implement this, which is the first sampling was say done in October of 2021. And we also have the context of the pandemic, so you have to also consider this. So precisely the methodology that we can use is actually based on what the protocol of the ecological monitoring program indicates. These are the mangroves that are Mangrove Iguanita, Tamarindo, Nadamojo, Sonzapote, and Jicaral, in which we established 28 different permanent parcels for monitoring of 10 by 10 meters. We see estimated according to the structure indicators, data on coverage, to actually identify the normalized index and granulometric analysis of the sediment and also heavy metals analysis and the sediment samples. These are the preliminary results because this was actually shared quite recently with the people. Now here we can see precisely the location of these different parcels in each of the mangroves. So in the Mojo, this is close to Tamarindo. We see 8 parcels. In Tamarindo, 7. Iguanita, there's only 2 of them. There's Zapote 6, and Jicaral 5. So I actually want to highlight that Zapote is a mangrove. This actually a highway actually crosses this with the Tempisque bridge. This is cut in two. So this is very important as you consider this when you at the analysis of the results. That this is split by a highway, and the Jicaral mangrove is the one the highest expectations in regards to a shrimping industry and also agriculture, and we'll see this reflected in the results that we actually had. So one of the indexes that we obtain is called the index of complexity. This is interesting because it actually considers these values, height, area, and density species. And this is the number of species and density. This actually goes down by different stress factors or human activities. So here we can see that in the Namohom had an index complexity index Mahicaral, and then the lowest one had 1.19. So this gives us the analysis of how these are in regards to the plant structure. And we see Iguanita, even though it has a very low index, remember that there's only two parcels. So we only identify two species. So we see the average height is actually quite high, and the basal area is actually quite high between these mangroves. So this actually indicates a Juanita most likely is a quite mature mangrove. We also have the result of um, the importance value index. We see the different species with high percentage of appearance in the parcels. So we can see that in the Mojo Tamarindo and Iguanita mangroves, we actually have with greater prevalence the Placera Richiquarae, and also we see Avicennia as most prevalent. So in Zapote, for example, we actually see the different parcels that actually go around the highway that you mentioned. It's practically Avicennia, which we see, and we just managed to see make the result in the location which is the one that actually is right next to the water sources. Now, the normalized plant index, and some people use this to see the health of the vegetation. What this actually allows is actually allows to measure the biomass um, uh, in synthetically actually active. So we see the different bands between the vegetation that's the highest reflective reflection on the soil or on the water. So this actually throughout time actually allows us to measures changes in the size and coverage, changes in the phenology of the vegetation, and also to actually follow up on events such as droughts or forest fires that actually these events are prone to this. So once again, we see that the different scale goes between -1 and one is where we well you see the most the green, which is associated to the nuclear flowering of the mangrove. So here in Juanita and the Mojo, it's actually white, it's blue, but in Jicaral has a more contrast in color, the same thing as on Zapote. In granulometry, we see that the higher percentage of the sand and heavy metals. Why heavy metals? Well, because these are actually quite toxic to health that actually cause cancer, of course, and problems and health issues. And precisely, the country doesn't have a regulation for the amounts of heavy metals in sediment, but based on the international regulations like EPA, which is the one that we use, we see that Jicaral, the zinc level is higher than what's allowed, which is over 200 milligrams per kilo. And so Zapote, we see that it's actually quite high. So this actually indicates that the court actually established measures to actually monitor where these sources can come from. That one of these six zinc can be coming from agriculture and also manufacturing sites and um, and landfills as well. So this is actually associated to Tejicaral. We see a lot of open air landfills. No, actually within the mangrove or illegal dumping sites. And besides this, we see generated a series of training and a form of exchange of these results together with CIMAC. So in conclusion, we see that the Corral mangrove is the one that's greatest affected by this. Some support that it presents as important threat because of the highway that it crosses and divides it. There's only three drains that allows that the water actually reaches the other sector of the other place, and the activity maps of specific areas to generate a regulation in regards to chemical products, which is actually mentioned. And it's to implement the control measures to to deal with the heavy metals and also water quality monitoring. And It's our thanks is to all these people that we worked out throughout the years, and I actually want to uh, say that the coordinator of this project from the very beginning was Luis Villalobos, who actually planted that seed and actually made it grow in all of us. And so this is actually part of the effort, thanks to the efforts of this colleague. Thank you so much.